There goes our train. Joyce and I have just arrived in Schluchsee in what's called the Hochschwarzwald, the High Black Forest. So we are up in the middle of the hills. We're not in the highest point. The highest point is actually that way, a few dozen miles. But the local tourist guide really said the highest mountain, the Feldberg, and he says really not that. There's really nothing special up there, and the view's not that great. He said you come down here, you actually get a better experience, and it's not so touristy. Now we are going to stop off at Titisee on the way back, which is more of a tourist area, but this is Schluchsee. And for you train guys, just to show we're still doing trains, we got a little floral model train they made here. Joyce took some pictures of it, but I'll get a video of it front and back so you can see. So I can But there you go, all you train guys. Alright, just so I can justify posting this on my train channel again, we are in Schluchsee, and this is a little floral model train they made. So now we have to decide where we're going to go. Taking a small street train further up into the Black Forest to a town called House that has a brewery that makes really good beer here. Oh yeah.
That's at least one of those tents. But they're all, you know, it's all about...
Oh, they wanted to expand one of the rail lines.
They don't think it's a rail line. It's definitely the Autobahn.
Oh, the Autobahn.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, yeah, okay, so I did catch that,
I
yeah.
mean, it was, yeah, kind of.
Oh, but I got that bird.
Did you look at it?
That was pretty. Grafenhausen-Waldstadt. Alright, this is the Rothaus Brauerei. They make really good beer. And that's the little street train, trolley train we came up on. Insect Hotel. If you can stay and tour, or you can just hop back on and go down. But they get the water from wells up here, so it's brewed with like this water here. Okay, then we can get on the train, but you've got to try one, you know.
Yeah, okay.
But this is... But you know, we're getting a little tour of the countryside.
Somebody's rowing.
Right, we just took a ride out through the mountains. We were gonna hike, but we are getting clouds and thunder. And all the rental boats are heading in. We were thinking of going over there and renting.
Paddleboarding over there.
Alright, we started over there and we've been walking around the lake, across that bridge. It's not as far as it looks. It looked pretty far, but we're just walking around the lake. We wanted to go up to the tower, but there was thunder, lightning, and so we thought, nah, maybe going up in the woods was not the best idea. We were hoping to find a hiking path, but apparently it's all paved roads. I know there are hiking paths. We've seen some hikers and some signs, but we were not figuring them out. They weren't saying this way to Riesenbutel, which is what that is. And so we're looking at the Schluchsee, town of Schluchsee, which is a resort town, and there's all kinds of boat rentals and kayak rentals, but we didn't bring our swim gear. We'll do that another day. Yeah. Yeah.
Ja, ja, genau. Bei uns war es nicht mit eine Stunde fahren, das war genau anderthalb Stunden, dass wir mal ein richtiges Waldgebiet hatten oder eben mal einen See oder so. Wahnsinn. Also es war wirklich nur Agrarwirtschaft und Großstadt.
As we continue our walk around the lake, just past a little beach where we could have gone swimming, but we elected not to bring our swim gear because we always elect not to bring our swim gear. Who plans on getting wet? It looks like we're going to a lake. Well, we could go down to that one beach and dip our toes in.
Hit that beach that's around that way.
Well, we went the other way, dear. Kind of hard to go to that beach when we went this way.
Yeah, but are we gonna go around it?
I guess. Still threatening. No matter how far we walk, it keeps coming over us. Okay, Schluchsee is sort of like at this end on this side, and Aha is sort of like on this end the other way. If we come around the corner, we might be able to see it. Not the band Aha. A little town called Aha. So Joyce and I have decided to stubbornly just walk the lake, at least this side of the lake. Even though the GPS does not say this path continues on, it says you actually have to go back up to the highway. That's a rail line right there.
Yes, it is.
To go to the town of Aha. But this path seems to walk along to Aha, so we're going to see if we get... And Aha is on the lake, so we're figuring there's got to be a way to get up from this path into the town of Aha, because you're supposed to be able to hike everything here. Was ist there? Oh, yeah, yeah. Like an old boat landing. Alright, we are continuing our walk and found a little out area. More thunder in the hills. But we're having a nice little walk through the, I'll bet this is the place where it showed the path, quote, disappearing.
Right, it could be. Move aside in the glass, so you can't go on the track.
Yeah, crossing over the, you can go that way and get up to the road, but yeah, we're going. All right, so this is now Schwarzwald, Genießerpfade. So we are in the mountains. Well, they're small mountains. And we're walking through the Black Forest with a lake. So this is sort of like a trifecta of everything Joyce and I like. Mountains, forest, and lake. Now mind you, I'm a sucker more for civilization, but when you come to the Black Forest, this is what we wanted. And this is actually not the trip we, I guess, planned, although I think planned is a bad word anyhow, because we haven't really planned. We just sort of shot from the hip. But this is not the heart of the Black Forest. This is the southern end of the Black Forest. It's called the High Black Forest, probably because it's more the uphills. The heart of the Black Forest is probably 75 to 100 miles north of us. Okay, every so many yards or meters, you find these little cutout places, and with a little bit of work you can work your way down and go in the water, and then you have these little beaches as well. But this is how far we've come, and I'm looking for a place to go in. I just think this might be a little hard to get in and get back out. But we've been hiking and hiking, and it's just even if it's just wake from a boat, I love that sound. As is my wont, at least once I have to get in the water. Yes, that's thunder in the distance, but I've swam in lightning storms, but I just can't go by water without getting in it. So I'm in it. I've got to do it. It's what it is. Joyce, of course, will not be going in.
That's not warm enough.
It's never warm enough. Water has to be boiling before it's warm enough for her to go in. But even in clouds, it's a very pretty place. And we've had a great walk, and we still got a ways to go, but we have come a long ways. We've been walking around the entire eastern.
Yeah, the weather's good over there.
Yeah, it's where we started, the weather's good. All right, we have continued our journey. It is kind of sprinkling on us a bit, but to be honest, I actually like walking in a little bit of rain like this. We've just passed a marina, little private boating club. We're still getting thunder and more. So yeah, okay, we still have to go back up.
Yeah.
It's the end of the path.
But the road is...
Well, yeah, no. I don't think the path continues on, but maybe it does. But we'll see. We got here just before the rain. So now we're waiting for our train. So good timing, really. But even in the rain, it's beautiful. Alright, the rain has passed and we've got some blue sky again. Joyce and I have just had a great dinner at a little Gasthof here. We're in the town of Titisee. Now, Titisee is a place all the tourists come. It really is. It's more of a tourist trap town. It does have a beautiful view of the lake, and it's famous for cuckoo clocks and such. But we are just here because we wanted to get something to eat, and we were walking in the rain in the other two cities and needed to get to the train station. So we just stopped off here to eat, and we're eventually going to get some Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. But so we thought, what the heck, we'd stop off at Titisee. And again, this is more of a tourist trap town. Where we went, aha, and every time I say that, I keep thinking, take on me. But we were recommended to go to Schluchsee, and I really appreciate the recommendation. We wound up just making up our own vacation or day trip there. We just decided to walk along the lake and walk half the lakeside, and it was just it was amazing. But now Titisee is a pretty town. Let's not hate on it. It is a pretty town, but it is a bit of a tourist trap. There's a lot of overpriced discount markup stuff. You know, it's not even the standard tourist stuff of souvenirs. It's overpriced cheap clothing and just a lot of stuff to get tourists to spend $1 here or there, and they throw the name Titisee on it or Schwarzwald Black Forest on it, and you think, haha, you know, you've lived it. But really, if you want to experience the Black Forest, you go up into the woods, you go up into the trees, you go around the lakes, and you experience the nature part of it, and then maybe pick a small town like a Schluchsee or something like that that isn't quite so tourist oriented. Hey everybody, Joyce actually saw the sign for this, so we had to come in. I'll take a picture of the sign when we leave, but this is Marklin World Titisee, so it's just a little layout. It was probably way too much money we paid than what it's worth, but it's actually 3 levels, so maybe it'll be cool. So we'll walk along and see what we have to see here, but I'll flip the camera. Layout, exhibition layout. And as you walk past, the trains will activate. So there's a follow car system going. So here come some trains. What? Oh, the little follow car.
Oh, the straws.
Yeah. So here comes. There comes the train. There he is. So you've got a little layout that goes along some levels here, and then they have some old Marklin toys here. These are all Marklin. Like the little horse racing bit.
Hence the name of
In Marklin My World. So this is one of his original little horse racing toys, because Marklin started as a tin toy maker. So a little girl's play oven, and then the model trains and buildings. This is amazing. A lot of you classic guys, Evo, you probably like this. I know Jean Ricard would like this. But old Marklin models. This one was released 1933 to 1938, so that's got to be impressive. So that guy does a little circle and works his way back up. And this is on the M Gleis. This is the old Marklin M Gleis.
Okay.
That's really cool. But I'm sure kommt noch ein Zug? Ah, here we go. So that's cool. That's very cool. Trans-Europa Express. This is all old Marklin. Look at this steam from 1909. This is all. See, the trains just stop once you walk past. They just stop. Victoria, the passenger ship Victoria. This actually is impressive. Catching some of these.
The lights on there. You know, it can be all done by
You got a little.
they're push buttons. Oh, they have a mill.
Yeah, you got the mill going.
Yeah.
Capella. So there's a little parade going on in this piece of Marklin.
That's pretty.
More Marklin toys and doll houses, because as I said, they started as tin toys and dollhouse makers. So wow, there you go. What little girl 100 years ago wouldn't have loved that? Heck, what little girl wouldn't love that now? Or little boy, rich girls and boys. Yeah, this layout, I mean, this is not the world's greatest built layout, but okay, so now we've just sent another one into motion. So here it goes. Oh, you pushed the button, did you? We're supposed to be going down to the lake and getting pictures, and we detoured here. A little distracted.
That's what vacation is.
Yes, but that's what vacation is. You see some of these things, and all of a sudden. Okay, so you get a little town scene.
Got the toys, things going.
Yeah.
So, oh, look at the swings.
Cool. All right, let's look at more of the Marklin toys here. And again, this is early start package. An HO. The old Marklin blue boxes. Look at these guys. The war toys, cannons from World War I. Toy cannons. Big stuff here. This is amazing stuff. This is actually more impressive than I expected. And there's more to do, more to see upstairs.
Yeah.
So they got the little, these are all Fowler model sets. Here comes that little aerobics press again. Yeah, puts my layout to shame.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've actually got one police car that has working lights on it, but they no longer work. All right, they have a little G-scale bit here, but just all kinds of old Marklin trains on display. Little mini golf course there. But these are the big boys now. These are the G-scale. 1 scale and G scale. I think this is Marklin 1 scale. I could be wrong. But these are the big boys. I'm glad I'm not live streaming because people would be saying, getting closer on there, getting closer on there, getting closer on there. Oh, look at all the 150th anniversary.
It's a 25-year anniversary.
Of Marklin, yeah.
Doesn't that look like it's going both directions?
Yeah, they're crocodiles.
Yeah, okay.
We call them crocodiles. The British call such locos Janus.
Okay. I've never seen that before.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yeah, that's pretty.
You can get that in HO. Oh, down there more. I'm skipping the erector set stuff.
Really?
Big Union Pacific guy. Oh, and I missed the flying airplanes over there when I go to the stairs because I was going up. I'll film some of this and then go back to the other side. Amazing. John Ricard would be loving this, I think.
I think so too.
Trying to think who else does really big trains. Oh my gosh, look at the monster down here. I know you want to show me something behind me, but look at the monster down here, erector set monsters. And and there's my Rheingold, but in a much bigger scale.
Yeah.
Oh, and the original, is that the rocket?
Oh, look at that.
Is that the old,
Oh,
and the Zeppelin. That's what it's called. It's called the Zeppelin. Yep.
Makes sense.
Nice cars up here. I can't remember the guy's name. Richardson rocket. Okay, what were you showing me over here?
Not what I thought I was showing you, so it's all right.
Oh, the rail car. Oh, this is definitely going on my channel.
Sure it is. Rough house cars. The rough house cars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'd buy those if they had one. Now that I've had the beer, I'd buy one.
That you've been sold.
It's a good beer.
Wow, I think that's
Oh, that's a cool looking train down here. That's cool looking.
yeah.
Oh, big erector. Well, it's not erector set, but that's what I think of when I see the metal pieces. But
Right, yeah, that is really cool looking.
so this is still HO, but oh, look at the World War II German planes and what a collection of locomotives here.
Uh-huh.
Look at those classics. All steamer, of course, and not my era, but still cool. Some of these Marklin still makes over and over again. Ah, look at those old coaches back there. Oh my goodness, those are cool looking. That'd be cool to see going around my layout just for the hell of it. Honey, there's just, I'm not doing a good job filming this, but
I'm taking no pictures.
oh my goodness, you need to take some pictures.
You don't know, I hate taking pictures in cases.
Well, yeah, I know that. But you could have taken pictures of the layout.
I know. We can go back
Up, and there's a copop. No, that's the, that's not the copoplar. That's the Canadian one. And again, I'm not even looking down below because
You're tall.
I'm tall and they got a Trans-Europa Express, a TAA or TAA car. We got a couple of them actually. Oh, and they've got the gold one. They actually got one of the gold ones.
Did you see the Marklin trucks back here?
Not yet. I was going to work my way back that way.
Okay.
But I did see the copoplar, and then I saw the Canadian stuff, and they confused me because very similar color. Here's the
Yeah,
coplopa.
Ontario.
Coplopa.
Yeah, we've seen those.
There's my Rheingold, except with a different locomotive. But same cars.
Mm-hmm. I thought you had that locomotive.
No. I have a locomotive similar to that, but
Oh, okay.
an updated version of that and with a different paint scheme. I can't even bend over to get down to the show all those. That's the special edition one in gold right there. That was like $2,400 when it came
Wow.
out. It was gold plated. Yeah, there we go. Even the American, oh, you got the one of the big boys. I think that's a big boy, not a Challenger. It's not the most famous big boy, the 4014 or whatever. Oh, some old Marklin slot cars and Marklin imitation Legos. Okay, so now I gotta go back this way. Just a lot of different really cool things. Wow, just a little stop. Now obviously this one's empty and they got some new Marklin C-Track down there. And again, more Marklin toys. Florian Zieber. That's the guy, Florian Zieber, who turned this company around. Marklin was going downhill, and Florian Zieber took it over in the 2000 teens, early 2011, 2012, and he brought it back. Now, some people will say it's not nearly as good. That's up to other people to argue. All I know is that he brought it back. Oh, here's a collection of ICEs. I just saw these cars somewhere else, and now they're here. Very cool. This cabinet was made for this place. All these ICEs, they're all ICE 1s and 2s.
2,700, you can get your own.
Yeah, I can make my own. Maybe not that good, but for cheap.
That would be. I'm not a cabinet maker, but still.
Some more of the big stuff. An old starter set. Primex, which still gets some things released in Primex. Some old Marklin commercials, and you can sit in old chairs and watch them. And another little mini layout here. We can get started. Can't get the other one started. Oh, now we got some mini.
Z's. You think Z's?
I feel those are more N scale, but no, down here it says Z scale. Wait, no, way at the bottom is Z scale. So this is N scale.
Oh, okay.
This is N scale. Down there is Z scale. And little milk carry cases with the Marklin layout in it. And then here's a bunch of Z-scale stuff. Marklin Mini Club had some impressive work for Z-scale.
Sure is.
Marklin invented Z-scale. And here's another couple more layouts, but they are running. Some of these are motion activated. If you walk past, they start running. Others have to be turned on. I'll probably start that one, but that one doesn't even seem to have a train on it right now. Oh, yeah, there's a little guy in the back and his lights are on.
Yeah, they are. Maybe he is moving or something.
But that's definitely Z-scale too. Oh, here's a cool little Star Wars stuff. A space age train, and we got Star Wars and spaceships and aliens. We got battle droids and Micro Machine Star Wars there. Oh, it turns on just a bunch of lights. And yes, these lights are really flashing like this. It's a disco bulb. So it's all strobe lights reflecting off the disco ball.
Well, I think that's what I hit when I...
Yeah, you activated that.
Yeah.
And, you know, different Marklin magazines from the years. 2002, 1996, 97. Oh, there's one. Der neue Marklin, die Dorffreude auf Weihnachten. Die Vorfreude, the joy of Christmas. But a Marklin Alpha Jumbo. Interesting. Okay, so we got two more big displays here.
Not worried about stopping at a bus stop.
Just missed a little guy going in there. Little train came in there and came out the other side. Well, here comes a guy coming through the hill. We'll just catch him coming out of the tunnel here.
Yeah, a lot of tunnels.
They'll say that's what makes the layouts interesting. Well, you know, it means they're out of view at times, and therefore...
Oh, he's stopping at the station.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. That one is.
Oh, that's cool.
So they have it blocked.
And this is all Marklin C track.
Mm-hmm.
And we got the little Flix bus running. Yeah, I remember when that came out. This big church monastery bit. That's an expensive model. All right, one more room to go to. A really big layout. Got your roundhouse. There we go. We got a Regio going down. Jean Ricard will happily point out Steuerwagen first. Oh, steamer pulling some coal wagons behind it. But everything here is Marklin, or you know, the buildings would be Fowler and such. Gee, Joyce, does that look familiar? That's one of the gates in Freiburg.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually got a few of those models right there.
Yeah, we do. So they look very familiar.
And so they all go around here, and then up here you've got a dude that runs on the old M track again. So what? Oh, there is an ICE running. And obviously they're planning expanding here more. But you can see there's a little throughway, visual tunnel there. Huh. Actually, this is a little more impressive than I would have given it credit for. A couple of jet fighters up above. Oh, you got the festival going. All the skiers. And if you look down here, they got a little helix here. I keep missing the ICE going through. Little Zesselbahn, I'll bet that's Jägendorfer collection. Definitely more of almost like a, well, I suppose you could make this a Black Forest, but it kind of has a Swiss feel to it. I catch the ICE coming through. Here it comes. ICE 3, go! Go! Yes! Nice. Nice, nice.
Hey, bridge, I wanted something on it, but I didn't want.
Yeah, be cool to see somebody coming across that bridge. That's a nice looking bridge. But the ICE just seems to be doing a bottom
he's doing
loop.
the bottom loop.
Again, we're kind of going through this quickly because, well, we do have another place we got to go on a train to catch. And this is just sort of, oh, check this out. And actually, I'm glad we did. Oh, have you got the ski lifts going? See, Joyce finds the buttons and pushes them. I'm just sort of like, yeah, okay, that's cool.
It's my job to push the buttons.
Push the buttons, Frank. But I'll bet that's Jägenderfer collection. I know they make some of the most popular Zesselbahn and such. But again, to all the critics, please notice they're not stopping and letting anybody on.
Yeah.
Those who watch my channel, like, your trains never stop at the stations. But this is a cool little section. We're almost coming to an end of it, but this was a happy little discovery. Little model train world. How about that? Nicht anfassen, don't touch. But yeah, this is a very cool little place. Oh, there's an ICE2 running. That's the old original Marklin first version of the ICE2. Had the black windows, plastic black windows, and no fancy functions to it. What's that? Helix. Yeah, there's one at the other end too. So here's another Union Pacific big boy. A couple of them, dollar houses down there. And just another American loco here. So actually kind of a cool little place. You like model trains, especially Marklin. I think the coolest part was some of the history.
Yeah.
Okay, oh, you started the little rail car. Little tram. Which looks like it's 2-rail. Is that 2-rail? Yeah, it must be. I'm not seeing the little nub. Okay. Well, nice job, Joyce. Good eyes. And so yeah, this was a cool little discovery. You know, we just walked around and saw Marklin. We thought it was a Marklin shop, so we came over, and then it said Ausstellung, which means exhibition. And it's kind of cool. It's a very cool little thing. It was €7, so about $7.50 per person again. So not awful. Maybe, I don't know, €5 might have been. But then again, maybe it was worth $7, $8 each. It's cool enough, and I'm glad we did it. All right, so we are on the shores of Titisee. Now, this is not the same lake Joyce and I have been showing you. This is a different lake. It's a beautiful region. I love how the hills cross in the background, and then you see additional hills out there. But it is tourist, and there is a boat ride you can take. We're not going to do that. We just came here because we're here, and let's get a view. But if you look around, and I haven't filmed a lot of it because it really is just all the tourists come here. And there's all kinds of cuckoo clock shops and stuff like that. And they're building more, but it really, it's less about the Black Forest and more about making a buck, I guess is the way to put it. And that's why we enjoyed Schluchsee. Although Schluchsee had boat rentals and that, you're going to see that at a lake, and nothing wrong with that. But this is the fancy hotels and the spas and all the little shops and the what have you. But still, the lake itself is very pretty. We saw it. And this view, we're standing in front of a lot of the tourist stuff so we can view. You have the camping grounds over there, but just beautiful hills. We're surrounded in the hills. This is a glacier lake. Left here when the glaciers pulled through and left the bowl because we are in the middle of hills. We've been in the hills because actually the lake we were up was higher up in the hills than where this one is. But yeah, we have had a great time, and it's a good way to end our trip into the Black Forest today. And there's a lot more to this town, but again, it really is just tourist stuff. There isn't some beautiful historical town hall and square, market square, that's 500, 600, 700 years old. There are people swimming, and if I brought my swim trunks, I'd be in this water swimming. So, what do you say, kiddo? Are you ready to get going? Go
Yeah.
get some Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte?
Oh, you bet. I didn't know if you wanted to get your feet wet.
I don't know a good place to do it. I mean, I did it already yet, so I wasn't thinking about it here. All right, here we are at Titisee. It's a beautiful place here. Turn this way, turn that way. Look at we get the everything in there with us. Very cool. Very cool place.
Yeah, very pretty.